Buenos dias. Good day. If you are first time viewer, welcome. This is Healing Room Tarot. I have cleansed the energy and space. When we come here, you have come to receive some sort of healing instruction or healing. And the spiritual progress reports is just like any other progress report to let us know where we are, how we're doing. And we are going to just begin. Please like, share, and subscribe as you see fit. Please share the video with those that you know need to hear it. I operate in many different gifts. So again, if this is your first time, you may see me use a variance of gifts during a reading. I was told to turn the third one around. As you can see, I have my eyes closed. This is how I normally deal. Sometimes I deal with my eyes open, but there we go. One more. Now, but as I was saying, I operate in many spiritual gifts, so you need to operate in any of them at any time. That is how spirit is addressing the situation at that time. There are currently a lot of planets in retrograde. There we go. So there's a lot of things happening for us, with us, to us. So you may be experiencing a lot of things at this time. So, all right, the first thing that we have here, first card that came out is the Page of Cups in reverse. So you feel like there's been things, opportunities is the word I'm hearing, not coming towards you the way you thought that they were. Some of you feel like saying definitely resonate with that one, but I feel like others felt like that's what's been happening. And then it's followed by the Knight of Swords here. So the Knight of Swords, it's, swords is all about your thinking. It's the air energy. And with this is it. In this particular deck, it is represented by the moon. So it's things. I'm getting shadow side. It's more like dark thinking. Because the knight is in itself a protector, and with the moon here on the upright position, this card has a sun. So let me first say that. But since it's in the reverse position, it's in the night, and some people are thinking about going dark, using that negative space, and I get it, right? Because if you've been feeling like life has been handing you bitter cups, it's like That's not the way to look at the situation. I know that that's how you're feeling, especially with all the retrogrades and the planetary shifts. And yeah, and I say that because we have judgment here and it's in the upright. And if you look closely, this judgment is a birthing. So something's being birthed right now. You're being rebirthed, renewed into something new. For if you've been called to this reading, if this reading has found you, then this means that you are going through a rebirthing, a new spiritual birthing. And I'm not going to say spiritual birthing as in you're getting a new spirit. No. What I mean is that you are awakening to what you've always been, but it's been hidden to you. And I've been hearing that from a few other readings too. Um, not a few other readings, but a few other readers, seers, intuitives. So I'm not surprised that this card would come out, um, because it is a time of awakening. And I'm going to take a pause here really quick. This is a sidebar. I think it's important for other readers to shout out and uphold and uplift other readers because we do go through spiritual attacks, whether or not you all know that or not. We are human too. We go through things in life situations, and oftentimes we're perceived to be strong and able to withstand a lot of things. And well, that while that may be true, right, it's still a lot of pressure. And when it's very much this energy. When you're going through a birthing process of any type and you've already been going through attacks, it is hard. It is mind blowing. Like, it, say that I remember a conversation, um, that I had with a friend of mine, and he was saying about how there was, he does a lot of hoodoo practices, and he was saying how there was other people also in the same field that was always attacking his business, and he was like, "I'm not doing anything to any of them." So I'm glad that he felt comfortable and safe enough to share that with me. And at that time, I was at the very beginning of my own journey, but still, it reminds me that we also have to uplift each other because we're also in this physical shell. Yeah. Okay, Ash. That's my bestie. She's on my other channel. But yes. All right, but getting back to the reading, the next reading is, or not the next reading, but the next card is the Page of Wands. Um, because you're going uh, this rebirth move is what I'm getting. It's a frustration here, and I'm gonna show you the card. If you look at his face, it's a frustration there. It's like, what do I do? And let me show you the upright, because in the upright position, he's like, oh, okay, I'm being led and guided in this light, right? But this is darkness. It's like it's getting dark. Where's my light? Where's my guidance? And it's like you're walking through darkness. And at the beginning of this year, I had there was a few readings that I did, and I addressed this issue. Like, last year was the year of the underdog, but it was setting up for what's to come. This year, the thing is actually coming, but you have to keep moving, even in the darkness, even though it's not clear. And so the thing is, this is that energy. It's here. You have to keep moving, even though you don't know or see what's coming. And it's clarified and backed up by the Eight of Cups, moving in a new direction, moving towards light. Whether or not you know it or not, you're still moving towards light, even in the darkness. So even though you're not getting instructions the way that you would hope for them to come, by you moving towards, by moving on and moving towards the light, you're going to be satisfied. Um, it's getting you closer to your Ten of Cups. That's what and this is just me doing a sidebar thinking. The Ten of Cups is that ultimate happiness. You're moving towards that happiness. So look at the situation that way. You're moving on to greater things, is what I heard. You're moving on to greater things. I'm going to use this deck. Because I want to get some more information on the Knight of Swords and the Page of Wands. So for the Knight of Swords, remember, it's like you're wanting to go dark. Um, but what the card that came out for its clarity, and I can show this card, yeah, is the World card. You've completed a cycle. And they always say, what is it? The darkest hour comes before the break, the dawn, or the break of day, or the dawn. So that's what I feel like. It's like, don't go dark because it's in the darkest creative space. Um, excuse me. See, just like that. I said the dawn and the creative space, and then I yawned. Like I don't know where that came from. It's that that stretching, that it's like an egg, like you've been in an egg. And that would make sense because the card after the Knight of Swords is the Justice card of birthing. So it's like you've been in an egg. It's like you're finished. It's like that part of your life is complete. It is now coming to something new. And the two other cards that came out um, is the Wheel of Fortune. Things turning into your favor. So you've completed a cycle. Things are now coming to your favor. I don't know what I'm saying. Your paper. Maybe something you'll read something, and you'll see how fortunate you are. And then it's a celebration. So you're getting ready to celebrate breaking out of something. Okay, Spirit, what's a few cards for the Page of Wands? We have the Five of Wands. Yeah. So you're like, what do I do? And that's why I said, like, you could still be like kind of like going through things. Feels like it's a struggle. And you're like, what do I do? But then we have the Death card. You have to have a new perspective on it. You have to see it differently. Are the struggles really struggles? Or I just kind of saw and heard at the same time? Or is it that while you're walking in this darkness, that you're now going to start to develop night vision? Are you going to start to see the things that you were not seeing before? And with the Death card, it's like you have to look at it from a different perspective. perspective. You have to look at it with new eyes. You have to look at those situations as opportunities instead of things as things that are going against you. Eight of Cups again is here because you're walking, although you're walking in the darkness now, you're heading towards the light. You're heading towards new happiness. So it's all preparing you. It's like look at the struggles as something with a different perspective. I know they're frustrating. I'm not going to sit up here and say, "Oh, this is what I do," because I don't. Sometimes I do have my spin out moments, and it's because you're so frustrated. It's like, oh, things are going up, things are going up, things are going up, and it feels like you've been halted. And it's like, now where did this come from? Why is this happening? So you are in that space of, that's why you said that to me. Okay. Um, I'm gonna pause and I'm gonna come back real quick. So this morning when I was in the shower, I was just listening to classical music. So I wasn't listening to anybody, just classical music. I do that from time to time. And I heard Arrested Development, and I didn't quite know what that meant until now. So it's like, going back to the reading, what's happening is that you've been arrested in your development, meaning you're held into it, like you're locked in. You're not the only, it's to go along with the saying, the only way out is through. So while you're going through this thing, you're there. It's not like you're stuck there, but you're there for the time being until it's had its course. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Cups. What did I tell you earlier? 8 of Cups to the 10 of Cups. You're going towards your 10 of Cups. Is all you're being prepared for your 10 of Cups. And yes, you'll have your 9 of Cups, but it's like it happens so fast that you get your 9 of Cups, and it's like as soon as you get your 9 of Cups, you're already getting your 10 of Cups. Like it's all happening around the same time. And um hi Cody. But yeah, so it's like you go through these things, and this is also why at the beginning I was talking about the planetary alignments, because with with everything that's happening right now with the retrogrades, if you happen to catch the Cards and Conversation show, you would have saw that I addressed how spirit was showing me that even in a retrograde, like you can use the retrograde to manifest. And I know it's kind of one of those topics. It's like you shouldn't manifest because it's a retrograde, and it's like no, 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 no. You got to look at it from a different perspective. When you're in the retrograde, things are slowing down so that you can see what it is that you're going through. And when you get that perception, when you're seeing, okay, for so Mercury is in retrograde. Mercury is your like with the communication. Um, and so it's like, oh, I'm talking to this person, but they're not quite understanding what I'm saying. And most of the time you would internalize that, oh, I'm being misunderstood. Oh, nobody really listens to me. They don't want to hear what I say. But then instead, this go round, you're slowing down. You're like, no, I'm being very clear. They're not understanding. Their comprehension is off. Oh, I get it. This is someone's way of trying to pretend or try to make me believe something about myself that's not true. And say this is something, say this is like regarding a business, and then you get to like a bigger meeting, and it's like, oh, well, I didn't fully understand what you were saying, and I didn't fully grasp what you were doing. And then you say again what you said to this person in front of everyone, and now everyone's looking at them like, why didn't you get that? Because it's clear, it was clearly stated. So now they're going to look at them differently because they probably have said, oh, well, this person wasn't clear. This person doesn't know how to really do the job. Think like rhetoric, rather, like that. And now it's like the tables are going to turn because you didn't internalize that and hold that with you, and now accept negative words, negative thinking into your own life. What you did do was you put up a boundary and say, "Huh, I was clear. That person was not clear." And then it comes out on the other end, and it shows you. It's almost like that confirmation, um, that okay, yeah, you're not the problem. We understood you loud and clear. We now see that this person is the problem because their comprehension skills is off. And so it's like that's the way you have to look at this retrograde energy. And I'm not saying to put the blame on anyone else, but what I'm saying is to actually, before you react, slow down, just like the planets, and be like, what exactly am I looking at? What exactly am I experiencing? Why am I experiencing this? Who is involved? What are the parties that are involved? What's happening in all of our lives? And you'll get down to the root, or the oh gosh, we're really going to use mathematical terms. Okay, we're going to get to the square root of the problem, which is like the very end of the problem. We get to the resolve, and now we're able to move forward, even in this um, retrograde period, and we're able to manifest things the way we're supposed to. We're able to see the lesson. We're able to see that, oh, this was just another test to see how I was going to react, and you react the right way, and now you're graduating. And then again, you go from the 8 of Cups to this 10 of Cups. And so that's the progress report. Just keep moving, because this, like all birthing processes, it's not easy. But on the other hand, that you're almost done. It's like you're almost out. And again, remember how I said, I gave the egg example? It's like you're in the shell, but you're coming out. For some of you that's questioning whether you've had a death to happen, yes, there was a death that happened, but it was for your rebirthing. I'm seeing the death card all over again, but I'm also seeing the magician card. Because say like you've prayed or you've had intentions of, oh, I want new things to happen in my life. Well, in order for the new things to happen in your life, a death has to take place so that your new self can manifest the newness. And so that with the newness, with all the new things that are coming into your life, you're not operating out of an old self. Let me put it that way. It's the same as the scriptures in the Bible that talks about how you can't put new wine in old wine skins. because it'll break the wine skin. It's that same thing. You can't put something new in something old and it still has its value. You don't put you don't serve, how can I put this without making this let me see. You don't want to serve old food to anybody, right? We when we go to restaurants and things, we expect fresh foods. We expect it. Now, when it's fast food, you don't always get it. But when you sit down at a 5-star restaurant, you expect fresh food. You don't expect to get food that they cooked 2 weeks ago. It don't have that same freshness. Now, I'm someone who does like leftovers, and sometimes it does get better. But after 2 weeks, even that gets bad, right? We all know that. Most of the time, the food would have grown mold. You're not going to serve that to someone and expect high quality service. So it's that same energy of you understanding that with your newness, with the new things that's coming in, you're going to have a new self, new way of thinking, new way of looking, new way of talking, and it's going to match what it is that you've got, that you're going to receive. I'm also getting the this point right here. If you're someone that's always struggled with money, you're always saying, "Oh, I'm broke. Oh, I can't do this because I'm broke," and you use that term, "I'm broke." Spirit is not going to give you, and I like to say this, the $1.5 million in your bank account, knowing that you're going to continue to profess being broke. Because when you do that, that money is going to deplete just as soon as it hits your bank account. It's almost like you punching holes in your wallet. You telling the robbers, "Hey, here's my bank account number. Go and take all the money out of my account." And Spirit is saying, "I'm not going to give you these things if you're going to self-sabotage." So you also have to be aware of that. So that's why we tell people to start practicing, even if it's not your daily, start practicing speaking positive affirmations and positive things over your life, because words are spells. No matter what they tell you, everything that comes out of your mouth can be a spell. Everything, whether it's good, whether it's bad, it's a spell for you, for someone else. So watch what you say. Watch how and you have a little extra bonus there. But thank you all. Please like, if you are watching me on Instagram. Instagram is now putting this and on people who have less than 1,000 followers. For my channel, I just created it, so I don't have quite 1,000 followers yet. I have like roughly 940 some followers to go. So please, 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 please help me reach that number so I can continue to record live on this channel. Otherwise, you can find me on YouTube. You can find me on YouTube. And when you find me on YouTube, you will get the same videos. You will get the same videos. And you can find me on YouTube under the link in my bio. And if you're watching me on YouTube, please follow me on Instagram. But again, thank you all for tuning in. You have a beautiful day, and I will see you again later. And come follow me, watch me on Cards and Conversations tomorrow at 10:11 Central Standard Time, 11:11 on Eastern Standard Time. All right. Have a good day.